Hi, welcome to Skatingly Brilliant Idea. My name's Nancy, and I am continuing on with my swatching update for the year. If you haven't seen my other videos, what I've done is switched up my swatching for the year into a new system, and I'm going through it color by color using these coloring little dipper cards as a quick reference, but then also putting it in a disc bound planner. So this is 68 GSM Tomoe River Paper that I have done all of the swatches already by brand, and they're cataloged here. But now what I've done is I am going through and separating them by ink family. So I've already done my pinks, reds, and purples. And next I did my greens, getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to go through the greens that I've swatched and give you an idea of those. And I have those here. These are all separated out, the greens from the very light greens going all the way through to some of the more medium greens and then the earthier tone greens, brown greens or grungier greens. And then for my teals and turquoise, I have already gone through and swatched the teals, which for me, for my reference, I'm kind of classifying those as more green leaning versus blue leaning. Don't know if that's color correct appropriateness or not, because I'm, don't have an artist background, but that's how I see it. I see some of these teals as really being more green leaning versus some of the turquoises I have, which have more blue in them. But when I do the turquoises next month with the blue inks that I have, I will be adding the turquoise to this bundle set here. So what I am going to quickly show you is the greens in my collection. The video would be terribly long if I sat through and swatched all of these live for you, even if I sped it up. I didn't do that. I wish I could tell you that. You'll notice here I started doing 3 across instead of 2 across. I wish I could tell you that was intentional. It wasn't. I forgot that I did these only 2 across. So I did all these kind of more bunched up, but I got to tell you, I think I prefer it that way, because then I can see more on a single page rather than taking these out. I am using the front and the back just because this paper is sturdy enough to do it. But the downside of that is if I want to compare something on the front to something on the back, I can't really do that very readily. But I've started that way. I'm going to keep going that way, and I'm sure it will be fine, because if I'm uncertain of something, I always have a reference back here of that very same ink in the alpha section, in a bigger swatch even. Okay, so starting off here on the top row with my very light greens, I have some Van Diemen's, Waringal, Morningside Mint, and you'll see some of these appear in my March currently ink, because I'm doing all green inks and green pens for that. I am classifying Sailor Amamoyo as green. These are the colors that I get kind of confused on where to put them, because they look different based on the paper you put them on, the kind of nib you have them in. But I am calling that green and sticking with it. I have Van Diemen's Harvest Tide, Twisby Prairie Green, the Pilot de Roshizuku Chikurine, Ackerman's Hoftwater, well, I'm not even going to say that, Ackerman's number 28, Sailor Sasabune, and then these couple I picked up from the the Enigma ink vent for 25, and I am using one of them this month in March. So here is Sailor Uki Kusa Combine Harvester, Shinryoku, Kobe 76, Kobe 35, Another sample from the Enigma calendar, Robert Oster, Oklahoma City, Diamine Spruce, and Waterman Harmonious Green. Flipping over on the back side of this page, I have more of the brown, yellow greens. I have Birmingham Pen Company's Wilting Thicket. A close match. I got a free sample of this when I did M. Lovewell's ink swatch party in the fall when I was in Southern California. So I picked up a free sample of this, and it is very similar, I think, to that color. And also a little bit close to this one down here that we're going to get to, the Kobe 88 Nagata Pure Gold. But see, having all of these up here together makes it easier to compare. Now, the Ink Mazaru Pistachio, I got a full bottle of that at the M. Lovewell event. But then I recently picked up this sample, and these are really very similar, even in the writing. So they're really, that's kind of a little bit of duplication there. The Platinum Citrus Black, which is such a fun ink to lay down because it goes on pretty transparent yellow and then darkens to this greenish olive color. Ferris Wheel Festival Grove. Then I have Sailor Tokyo Matsu, Ferris Wheel Press Peter Moss, Rohrer and Klingner's Alt Goldgrün, which is a crowd favorite, Crocodile Green from Robert Oster. I have Diatramentus Document Olive Green, and this one looks a little blue-green here. Again, it depends on the paper, how that color is going to pick up. Monteverde's Olivine, Sailor Suki Gokuro, which has this nice rusty color sheen to it. Dominant Industries Autumn Forest, Van Diemen's Willowar Benelog, which almost looks pink on this paper, but its undertones are very green. Robert Oster's Earth, the Kobe 88, and then this very dark brown green of Tailings Pond. Over here on the teals, we've got, and this is for interpretation because based on the cards that I swatched, they looked more green leaning, but on this paper, I could see where some of them might be more turquoise, but I'm not going to get all hung up about that. Got some really pretty colors here. We've got the Tono and Limbs that has this little bit of shimmer. It's the Minamo Shido Shido from Sailor Studio 162, which has more chroma shading associated with it. J.R. Bond's Vert Rosada, which laid up here next to the Dominant Industry Savorite, looks kind of similar, but this is much more green. Another custom mix from the Enigma Ink Vent calendar, which is Emerald Bay. They used the platinum mixable inks to create their own formulas. Suigyoko Amarillo Teal Waistband. We've got Kujaku, Sioro, a lot of the Pilot Roshizukus I put in this category. Birmingham Press Hydrothermal Spring, Kiyono Oto, Ryukiyuiro, Troublemaker Cinnalog Black, J.R. Bond's Emerald de Chivor, and Quantum Teal, which is such a heavy shader. It looks just downright pink and red here, or very purpley, but it is in the bottle. You can see it's more of that teal, and it's called teal. So that's where I put it. So those are a walkthrough of those inks. Now, what I have been using for most of the swatches were either a combination of these tools, the Dominant Industry muddler that has a glass nib on one side, or a dip pen, the Fude dip pen from Sailor. I've got a couple of new tools here that I decided to start up a new ink book and I'll show you the reason why. So this is the ink book that I'm logging all of my currently inks in. It's a Nagasawa uh, produced book that has Graphilo paper in it. And I like the Graphilo paper because it does do a nice job of showing off ink, and it's very heavy duty. It doesn't show things through. But I was really blown away when I swatched this ink here, which is the new Robin Oster Love Letter ink. That was the collaboration with Julia here, that I picked up with the pen that was released a couple weeks ago. And that is a mauve color. It has some green undertone, but if you look at the writing here, I got a medium nib. It looks kind of like a gray green. And I thought that was really bizarre, because if you look at it on Tomoe River Paper in here, it looks totally different than that. Let me show you. So here you see it's picking up more of the mauve color here. So it looks completely different. Like you wouldn't even guess that's the same ink based on comparing the writing. So that made me wonder whether I wanted to log all of my new inks in this book, which I probably have room to do in addition to my currently inks, or whether I just want to start a new book. So since I have no shortage of books, I decided to go ahead and start a new book for my inks that I acquire in 2026. And it is this Smoothie Pens Evoke notebook that I picked up at the St. Louis Pen Show last year. Smoothie Pens make these notebooks themselves out of 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. So I've just put some stickers on, decorated the front page with my parallels. And then in here, I have played a little bit more with each of the inks that I have purchased so far this year. So here I'm playing around with different things, like I have a folded nib somewhere around here. Here it is. So like this here and these little splotches are from this folded nib that I'm trying out. This is just your standard spoon tryout. And then I also purchased this brush tip that is fits with the Sailor Hokuro dip pen set. And so I started playing around with the brush pen a little bit too, and adding water to it and seeing how it spreads out the ink. So these are just kind of my play pages. February, I got the Shinryoku. I made some trees out of that. And then I'm putting the shop I bought it from too. So like these first two Kobe's were from Yoseka. So I'm logging that there. I got the Pilot of Roshizuka from Amazon, because I mean they're $19 for a full bottle. You can't beat that anywhere else. I got some samples from Van Ness, and here I'm trying to channel my inner Karina with unsuccessfully with a speedball B nib. I do not do it much justice at all. She does a much better job than I do, but I was just wanted to get those all on one page, so I did that. And then here again is that love letter, which when you compare it to what's on the Graphilo paper, I mean, it's not even close. Whoops. It's not even close. So interesting. And then I picked up, this was a closeout that Endless Pen had on a Van Diemen Alexander ink, which is quite flashy. And then more recently, I picked up one of the, basic inks. What are they called? Atomic ink? I'd have to look up the word. The base inks that Birmingham Pen Company sells, that you can create your own mix. They give you the recipes so that you can create your own inks based on the recipes that they have. And so I picked up Ladybug. They had this gold vein twinkle down here, which is a really fine shimmer. It's coming off on my finger though. And then honeycomb twinkle sprinkle, which is the gold version or the yellow version of the bluish one that I got. And I just kind of played around with that on this page. To update you on where I'm at, so as I get these new inks, I am going ahead and making these cards for them, and I will add them to the appropriate coloring. And then I'm putting it in the swatch book with the family as well as the Alpha series. I'm logging it in my Airtable. So it's actually a lot of work to get more ink because I'm trying to keep up with it. So maybe that's a lesson to be learned about future purchases, because it takes a lot to manage your stuff. Oh, last thing I wanted to show you is look at how good this paper is. So I can't believe this is 52 GSM Tomoe River Paper, and it is the ink. It's really good paper, and I remember asking Annika about that because I was in the middle of the the big debacle last year. There's a little bit of bleed through here because I did some really heavy duty lay down of ink right there, but on all these other pages it's really the red went through too, but that's red for you. But anyway, I was really impressed with this paper, so I'm glad to be using it because it's holding up ink a lot better than last year. I was using this everyday Galen leather notebook, and it did not, I couldn't use hardly any of the pages, even to try to swatch something on the opposite page. I had to like skip entire pages because everything just like bled through. So, and I have, these, I think these come in 3-packs. I have another 1 or 2 of these, which I'll use for some other purpose than ink swatching, because I'm sure it's just the volume of ink I'm laying down that's creating that. But you compare this to this notebook that Smoothie Pens put together. It's their Evoke book. I'm really impressed with it, and plus it's spiral bound, so it's real handy to use for this purpose. And it's got a pretty cover. Matches my purple thing going on here. Stay tuned for my March currently inked. I'm going to be filming that soon and uploading that as well. And you'll get to see some of those lovely green inks in action. Thanks for watching. Bye.